behind the sign is somebody that's trying to survive, of course, yeah. I mean, I want to eat just like everybody else. I want clean clothes. I want a roof over my head. I want to watch TV. I want to eat air conditioning. I'm saying I want the same thing they do.
Yeah, I've been on the street 7 years. It's not an easy life. I wouldn't wish it on nobody. I mean, like I say, right here is the only thing I got, my clothes and a sleeping bag right here. You see what I'm saying? And it's just part of life. Like I say, I wouldn't wish it on nobody. It's nothing fun about it. It's a hell of a way to have to live. I sleep just different places. I slept in a barn for 7 months. Didn't have no heat, water, nothing. I have a strong faith in God, you see. I don't put my faith in the flesh, none whatsoever, because I know what it's like to have absolutely nothing, nowhere to stay, nowhere to go, and nobody to talk to, nobody to depend on. Been there, done that, so the Lord stays with me, and I know that in my heart, not in my mind. So that's how I make it on a day-to-day basis.
I have heartfelt sympathy for each one that stands out on this street, because you never know, one day it might be yourself. Never know. And it can happen fast.
The Weaver House is an emergency shelter. We shelter 100 people in total. On a whole, the Weaver House is a basic needs shelter. What we do is we offer a bed, 3 hot meals a day, a place to take a shower, clothing assistance, rental and utility assistance. We also offer limited transportation assistance and medical referrals. The majority of our population, contrary to popular belief, are people who may have lost a job, and after they lost a job, they lost their home. Could be divorcees, could be couples that have been separated. A lot of our client base are children that have aged out of foster homes. There are runaways, there's substance abuse, there's mental illness, and other disabilities. So whether that individual chooses to go and get a panhandler's license is strictly up to the individual. And the misconception is that that person might be a substance abuse user or whatever it might be behind that sign. That's not necessarily true. It could be a person that actually owns a home, because you have to keep in mind the panhandler's license is legal. So either you or I can go get a panhandler's license. It doesn't have to be someone that's homeless that has a panhandler's license. So people from all walks of life are behind those signs, not just a homeless person. What I find very fascinating about the homeless population is the diverse group of people. I've met everything from chemists, teachers, principals, engineers here in this line of work. And what that says to me is that homelessness affects the entire society. It doesn't select just a few members of the population. It affects our population as a whole and our society as a whole. Most of us are one paycheck away from homelessness anyway, and that's reality. We serve about 400 to 500 people a day in the Potter's House.
I came in 2001 at Weaver House because I was homeless in '81. And I love Weaver House and Urban Minister very much because they are good people. They help the handicapped. They help all of the different people who are homeless coming from out of town, from from Danville, anywhere they can come. And the homeless people do need shelter right now because everything in the economy is going down. This is the first place I came after I lost Mom and Daddy. At Lynchburg, they're not very nice to homeless people in Lynchburg, the Salvation Army at all. But this is the best place to come to if you're homeless, is the urban ministry.
In order to better yourselves and to feel better about yourself, education is just the #1 thing. Homeless people are not bad people. We're just like you. Some of us have just had hard ropes, and we're trying to pick up the pieces if we're given a chance. We need the help. We need some understanding. We're no different than the people from Katrina or Rita or any of the others. And we need a chance. We need help. We need guidance. We need understanding.
Most people just don't know the reasons for homelessness. After I did a lot of research, I did a lot of reading after I took this job. And what I found out was the top half, or the majority of the people that come to the Weaver House for assistance and a place to stay, most of them actually have jobs. So what that says is that while there is housing, the folks just don't make enough money to afford the housing. The second cause for homelessness is substance abuse. And while we spend a lot of money in homes for the homeless, we have to spend money in substance abuse, because you can't put a guy in a house who doesn't have life skills. He's used to smoking dope. He's used to ripping and running. We have to teach these guys how to live before we can put them in apartments. And the third reason for homelessness is mental illness. When deinstitutionalization took place, that put everybody back on the streets, and a third of our client base are those that are mentally ill. So, I really believe that society puts on blinders, and they think that homeless people are lazy, shiftless, and don't want to work, and don't care about themselves, but that's just not true.
You look at me and you call me a bum. What if it were you that was walking in my shoes? How would you feel about you? I want to do better. I need to do better. Help me do better.